Our first speaker, dedicated coach and passionate speaker, committed to unlocking human potential. And over this past year, she's gone through her own transformation, her own transformative journey, completing the presentation mastery educational pathway and taking on the pivotal role at the Wild Rose Toastmasters Club and taking on a pivotal role. Today, she's going to be sharing some invaluable lessons that she learned all along that way, showing us that every end is just a new beginning, with a speech entitled Beginnings in Disguise, Lessons from a Journey. Let's welcome Adriana Demir.
Thank you so much. Who likes the endings? And the end, finito. Nobody likes endings? Okay, there you go. I love endings because when endings are actually new beginnings of unexplored yet potentials. As I completed my presentation mastery educational pathway, and also my role as the president of the Y Club, that took me by surprise. Literally, I have so many gains and so many lessons that tonight is my pleasure and honor to present it in front of you, to share it with you. About a year ago, but it feels like it was yesterday, I couldn't even imagine that a year ago, from then to now, I gained so many incredible things. How more confident I became, how more successful I became, and how more fulfilled I feel. I couldn't even imagine that this is actually possible. Tonight, I'm going to share 3 of the major lessons I have learned. The first one is actually unexplainable abilities that I gained through my journey. When I was put in charge as creating, of course, with my team, to create this monumental event of 65 years of a club, I don't even know what that means. I'm not even 40. So imagine when I had to do that. I never did an event in my entire life. So when I had to do that, I was terrified, absolutely terrified. But thank God for my team. Together with them, with their support and with their guidance, together we got together to collaborate and work, and I got my skills, my creative skills, and their experience to come together to create something that was beyond even my expectations. The second lesson, let's call it, if I've learned in this through my journey, was that I went from a social media introvert to a content creator guru. Yes, I proclaim myself that way. Seriously, the journey I have been through, when I started this, I don't even know what a Google Doc is. I start doing power presentation. I even start doing daily live videos on YouTube. I start doing a 365-day challenge. By the way, you should check it out. And also, I did the unbelievable. I start doing live workshops, and then I start doing hybrids workshop. That wasn't enough. I started doing hybrids. All of this taught me not just that I have to perform even if I'm not prepared, but also I had to use my creativity and use the skills that I didn't even know I have inside of me. It took a lot of practice, believe me. It took so much practice, and it took this idea that I have to get outside of me and get out and be uncomfortable, get out of my own bubble and be in uncomfortable situations. Be in uncomfortable situations, that was my biggest fear. You know, I was okay with speaking in front of my co-workers, or I was okay speaking in front of a couple of people here and there. But being in front of over 65 people, I was terrified. I tried to rehearse my speech, but I couldn't say nothing. So I prayed, and then I said, okay, praying is not going to help me. I really need to practice. So I really start practicing. and I practice in front of the mirror, and I start practicing I put all my teddy bears in front of me on the couch, and I said, you better listen to me because I have a lot to say today. And they listen to me. I rehearse so many times until even they start to applaud. So, I think I did a good job. But really, do you think what you see today, is natural? No, don't get fooled. This is not natural. This is rehearsed, and became second nature to me because I had to practice, because I had the dream, I had the why, and I knew I had to put my head down and work hard for that. And I want to also share my third and last lesson with you. But before that, come closer. I want to ask you a question. All of you, come closer. Are leaders born or raised? What do you think?
They are raised.
Raised? Yeah. This is the question I was asked in an interview. I even started doing podcasts, guess it. And my answer was both. We get born as leaders because we have to lead our own lives. If not, someone else is going to run your own life. And also, we raise ourselves as leaders by following other leaders. And then we became leaders the way I became leader in my team. And this is the most beautiful and fulfilling and rewarding thing to see when you learn from a leader and now you become a leader and a mentor to someone else. But why do I share all of this with you? I want to share all of this with you to tell you that leadership, what meant to me is that to put your head down, work hard, stay humbled, and most importantly, the biggest lesson I ever learned is that to recognize that your team is your asset number one. I don't share all of this to impress you, but I share this to inspire you. So please, I beg you, take your desires and your wishes and your dreams more seriously, because time is going to fly. And also remember, anything is possible if you put your mind to and your heart to. I'm not here to tell you that you cannot do it or you can do it. It's up to you to do the work. Am I able to inspire you? But what I want to say is that as I close this chapter as a president and at this pathway, and I'm opening and starting a new pathway, I want to encourage you and I want to challenge you, if you allow me, to just imagine, where would you be 1 year from now on, if you believe a little bit more in yourself to take the first step on your life. And maybe, just maybe, to say yes to you. Remember, all endings are just new beginnings. The new beginning of new you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Well done.